Boom. That's the button. Hey guys.
Baby, welcome to the party. I'm off the mic as Xandaline. That's why I'm over retarded. That's why I'm over retarded? Baby, welcome to the party. I hit the boy up and then I go skating a Rari. Baby, welcome to the party.
So, hey, long time no see. I know the last time you guys saw me on here was my life update, and just basically talking about my goals for the summer. There was actually supposed to be a second part to that video, which I never edited. Well, I did start editing it, but I never finished editing it, and I never uploaded, because it wasn't in me to do so. So I took a break the whole summer, even though I did say I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, and I wanted to do more, but I didn't. I worked a lot this summer. I just worked a lot. At a point, I had 3 jobs, and it was a lot. So today I am making a video. I feel like I'm not in the right mindset right now. Okay, I am making a video as to why regular ended. I feel like I just did the woe in reverse. I did. Fuck. Okay. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Why regular was canceled from the YouTube network. And you know, just kind of like about what worked, what didn't work when creating this show. I hope you like my background. I love the fall. I literally love the fall. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm not gonna show y'all, but I bought, it's like a little pumpkin thing with like flowers, like orange and yellow flowers coming out of it for the centerpiece of the living room. And then I brought mad candles, but the one that I have in the living room on right now is a pumpkin candle, just so it could smell fall-y. And then it's nice. It's my favorite season. Whoopty. And yeah, so what we're talking about right now, why we're gonna end it. So let us start. I will be looking down at my notes because I did write it in my notebook just so I won't sidetrack, because I do tend to sidetrack sometimes. So let's do this thing. First things first, I'm the realist. Okay, first things first. At a point, like it came to a point that it was just really stressful for me creating the show. And so mentally I checked out a little bit. Like, I guess that's not the phrase I should use, but I wasn't there. Like, it was making me really anxious. Sometimes things not going how I thought they would was just really bringing me down. Loss of cooperation, whether it be in like, you know, places that I would have liked to shoot at, or whether it be, you know, cast, crew, different factors, you know, they were kind of like, it was kind of like making me lose the passion I have for regular. Even though that's still my baby, will always be like my, you know, my baby, because it was my first passion project. But I just wasn't there anymore. It came to a point that it wasn't healthy for me. Like, literally, it was not healthy for me to keep doing it, keep pushing myself, because I was towards the end, I was, you know, working, going to school, and creating the show. So it just wasn't easy. So at a point, I was just like, sorry, y'all, I can't do it no more, because I don't feel good. Boom. Second thing was like, you know, like just having kind of issues with cast. They were all very dear to me, and still are, literally all of them very dear to me. But it was becoming really hard, because this is like one to all, you know, like it was just hard pleasing all of them, whether it came to like maybe dates, you know, like one person's gonna be available on this day, this person's gonna be available on this day, but they're both on the same darn shoot. So how am I gonna do that? So I had to sometimes break my brain, often break my bank, and honestly, And you know, just stuff like that with cast. I don't have any resentment towards them. They still like love them. It was just very hard working with other people, but it's something that I have to learn to do if I want to keep doing this. Keep doing this as my career, which I do very much. Which brings me on to the next thing, you know, that topic about, you know, having issues with cast. A lot of it was honestly my fault for lack of professionalism. I cannot stress these two things enough. One, finish the whole script before you start production. Period. That's on period. It doesn't, like, it won't work. It won't work. I did it and it was so stupid. So stupid. Second, create the schedule before you start all that casting shit. Create the schedule that works for you. Show it to everybody that may want to work with you or you want to work with, and be like, do these dates work for you? Are there any conflicts? So you know in advance, but also so they know the times that they need you. So it's not always like, oh, you got to do this that month, you got to do this that week. And then on the week of, it's like you find out that shit is not, like, you can't shoot no more. That's not how it works. It can't work like that for a movie. It can't work like that for a show neither, because you have a certain timeline. You're not going to be working on the show forever. You know, people have their own lives too. They're actors. You're on actors' time too. You know, they don't want to be on a show for a whole, like, for forever, you know, because they need to know when it's going to finish, so then they could start booking the next show, especially if you're not paying them. And that's, you know, that's on me. I wasn't paying my actors. But this is, like, you know, like one of those experience type things. You know, it was my first thing. For the many other actors, it was their first production as well, you know. So it was a given. I cannot pay you, but I will feed you. That's one thing I always did. I always fed in rehearsals and I always fed in shoots, which is always important. Always feed your cast. That is another tip I can give you. Always feed your cast. But those two last points that I said about creating the schedule and finishing that darn script, boy, important as fuck, dude. Because I'm pretty sure I would have finished the whole show if I would have written all the scripts from the beginning and given them out. Like, hey, this is y'all homework. This is what y'all gotta learn. I should have finished the shot list before anything too, because the shot list, oh my gosh, they are not easy. Like, not easy. So I should have finished all of that stuff. All that stuff that I was doing while I was shooting, honestly, it would have saved me so much, one, stress, time, money, effort, stress, reiterating for emphasis, and all of that, like, and for my cast and crew too, like, you know, me not having it all together, you know, also affected them. So I really should have had it together, and I take, like, you know, full responsibility for, like, the downfall. Should we call it that? I don't know. So yeah, I take full responsibility for that, because I definitely should have had way more professionalism and had it all together so I don't mess nobody else up. But now I know, and that's just like, I'm just glad I got to learn this now. I got to learn so much now, you know, like with regular, because it's just trial and error. Like, I saw this video with Will Smith. He's like, fail early, fail often, blah, 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 blah. But this just reminded me of fail early. And I'm just like, I'm actually happy, because I can only go up from here, on period. So definitely next time, I already know what I'm gonna do and what I'm not gonna do. Because I'm keeping note of the things that really, like, were not it in this time around. But yeah, that's about it for, like, what didn't work. and also, you know, what I learned. And honestly, what worked is what I learned. I feel like gradually episodes definitely were getting better, at least visually. Yeah. And I was, you know, just learning to work with other people. That was really good, because sometimes I do get to tend anxious when I have to communicate with people. But I feel like as time went by, I got better at it. And definitely having a crew behind me that, they basically cared as much as I did. Like, I was so happy with crew. And that's shout out to Destiny and shout out to Phil, because they were often there. Shout out to Salif, because you were awesome too. And shout out to Jana, because they helped me in the show. So I forgot to mention, to shout out Sudan. Thank you, Sudan, because she played every freaking role in that show. She was the girl who stole my man at the party at one point. Now, she didn't steal my man, but she was with him. She was freaking my hair technician, my nail technician. She was the security guard. Dude, shout out to Dan, because I don't know what I would have done without her. Thank you. So yeah. And I feel like it helped me grow in writing. A lot of that writing was like pressure writing. I'm like, I don't know what to do, but I need to finish writing this episode in a week, so let me do this shit. So I feel like, even though it was a mistake to not have finished writing it from the beginning, like before production, I feel that having that pressure on me and seeing that, these people are relying on me to give them a time, a date, it made me a better writer. In a weird way. Yeah. So yeah. So now I just know what to do next time. I hope y'all see the struggles I had to go through, and y'all kind of like, I don't know, listen to them so y'all don't make the same mistakes I did, because I was a little stupid girl. So yeah, that's about it. Just look out for some more things coming up. I won't really like make no rah-rah about it right now, because everything is still in the works. But just look out. Shit better be lit. Don't lose hope on me just because regular finished. Like, there's still more to come. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I kid. One more thing. Okay, so I know I left regular on a cliffhanger, and that must have made a lot of you not really that happy. Because I've heard that shit's not cool, and I get it. So, without any further ado, here is somewhat the end of regular. This is what I'm giving y'all. Here you go. Here's a treat. Click on the link below and see if you like it. But that's literally the end of regular. Like, that's the period. That's the period. Okay. Anything else I gotta say? So yeah, well awaited, pretty unconventional, but I hope y'all enjoy. Later. He's out of my life. Jamal, out of my life. Should I keep this though? I think I should actually maybe keep it as memorandum.